Hello, my name's Helen Dry, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful silver pendant using precious metal clay and the tools from the toolkit, the materials from the toolkit. And by the end of this project, this is what you will end up with. So let's get started. First of all, I've got my setup here. I have 5 cards either side. I have the roller from the kit, and I have 2 textures from the kit. I've also got my cutters as well, and I've got the tip, the cover from the brush, which I'm going to use to cut the hole. So we're using that for lots of different things. So essentially you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cutters within this kit. I also have a cocktail stick because that's quite useful for lifting things up, the clay up. I've got some olive oil to keep everything lubricated, and this is just a little shot glass that I use, and I've spritzed with some water to make like a little cloche so that it's a moist environment, so any leftover clay can be put inside there and it won't dry out. Now it's important to prepare your work first. So I'm going to just add some olive oil onto the pieces where the clay is going to go. If we don't prepare in advance, what will happen is you'll have your clay out and it'll start to dry. So I've put a little bit on the textures, a little bit on my roller, and I'm going to put some on the cutter. I'm just going to use this cutter, and there's plenty of olive oil on my fingers at the moment. So this is your pack of clay. So you rip the top off, open it up, and inside you'll find your clay. Take it out of the packet, pop it onto your texture and roll. So roll a little bit, don't go straight for it. Roll a little bit and then turn it around and roll again. Whoops-a-daisy, slipping around a bit. Okay, now I want to make this a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is take off these bottom cards. So we've gone down to 4 cards in thickness. It's just useful to have them a different colour so you can see the difference. And now I'm going to roll a little bit in this direction, lift up and turn it in the other direction. You see we've turned the clay, and then press again. So try and keep that round as much as possible. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the texture on. So I've just rolled that, and can you see how it's grown? So let's see which is the best one to do. We can get that one in, I think. So I've got the larger one in, that's fantastic news. So I'm just pressing straight down and lifting off. Now this is where you could use the cocktail stick, just to lift those edges and lift it away. Whoops. There. And to stop that drying out, we're going to put it underneath that little cloche. There we go. So here we have a pendant in the clay stage, and I'm just going to use this to make a hole in the top, literally straight in, straight out. Sometimes the clay will stay in here. If it doesn't, just use your cocktail stick or something pointy to just peel it out. There we go. And again, any leftover clay, pop in there. And that is your pendant. I'm just going to dry it. I should actually have cut it on there, but I'm going to dry it in the oven on a very low temperature, or you can air dry it. And that will then become hard once the water has evaporated.